Yo, what up YouTube? Back with another video. Today's video is going to be on my high point carbine chambered in 9mm, which is the model 995TS. If you follow my channel, you'll notice that I have a lot of videos on my carbine. So basically, this video is just going to be on a couple changes that I made, or I would say adjustments. And also, as you can see, I got the Redball magazines, which hold a total of 20 rounds, and they are single stack, and they are attached to the mag holders that are originally for the OEM magazines, the 10 round mags. And a lot of people like myself was wondering if these could hold them, and they can. They're not as snug. They don't fit as snug as the OEM mags would fit. I'm assuming it's because it has a slight curve, and it's not grabbing the mag as much as it should. But for some reason, like the other side, let me get some of this stuff out the way. So the other side actually grabs the magazine a lot tighter, but this side doesn't. I don't know if it's maybe a defect with my mag holder, but it grabs it, but it just doesn't seem as snug. But I only use these for when I have it in my safe or put somewhere. I just want to keep the magazine just attached to the to the firearm. But yeah, so basically the purpose of the video is for one, to address some of the curiosities out there like myself. I was always wondering if the Redball magazines would fit, and overall I would say yes, they do. They do fit. Now, if you have the OEM magazines, you're gonna notice that they may not be, it may not feel as snug of a fit like the OEM mags, but it does fit. I mean, it fit good enough to store it, at least, because I don't like to have the actual mag in the firearm, especially in the safe, because it actually kind of bumps up against the door. So I just keep it on here. So I finally bought them. I got them from the I believe from Redball website. Yeah, I got them from the website. They were about 25 bucks a piece. I would say after taxes, about 25 bucks a piece. I think I spent a total of like a little over $50. Also, another change that I did. Now, if you like I said, if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll notice that I had the flip ups on here, and they were a lot closer. Sorry, I'm using like one hand with the camera, so let me straighten this up and show you guys. All right, so as you can see, I moved the flip up a little bit closer for a little bit more accuracy, because I used to have it here. I used to have my flip up here, my Magpul flip up. Now, it was accurate. I would say between 10 to 15 yards, it was still accurate, but I moved it up, I would say about 6 inches forward to extend it out a little bit further when shooting. And yeah, it's pretty accurate. I actually put my red dot, I attached my red dot back on it, just to make sure it was lined up pretty good. And here's another thing about it though. Now, as you can see, I kind of rigged it on here. I didn't want to buy this part that they were selling online. One, there was a part that it was like 70, 80 bucks where you can extend the Picatinny rail all the way up to the front. Some will go all the way up to the barrel and attach, and you can actually push your sights all the way to the front. But I don't think that's necessary for me. But what I did was, and don't judge me, y'all. So what I did was I got a Picatinny railing, and I got a strip of like cement glue in order to kind of line it up onto the plastic, and I zipped it down, 2 in the back and actually 2 in the front. I just have a smaller zip here so it can go underneath the flip up. And this thing's on it pretty tight. It's like you would have to rip a whole fraction of the gun off in order to get this off. So so before you guys comment saying it may not be stable, it is. It's very stable. It might be a little bit more stable than this, because this can probably rip off if tried hard enough. But of course, you know, it'll take some work. But the front side is very stable, and it's pretty accurate. So I'm gonna have to get some footage shooting it, you know, to show you guys just how accurate it is. But yeah, that was another change that I did. I don't know if you guys may have some curiosities to, you know, make some changes or something similar. Also, what I did, since I'm not a huge fan of the red dot, I mean, I like it, but not when I'm shooting an outdoor range. So what I did was, I have a hex key that I kind of rigged on here in order to take the red dot off. So I can just unscrew it. There's some other parts too this thing can work on, but I just kind of leave that in there whenever I decide to take it off, and I can just pop it off. So, but you know, the high point carbine, it's a man, I would say it's like a, I call it a some say zombie gun, a zombie gun, but I used to say that too, but I think I call it like a Frankenstein gun. You know, I brought this thing back to life a few times. Like, the plastics have been replaced. I painted the old ones, and it didn't age too well to me. So I took all the plastics off and I ordered a whole new set, which wasn't that expensive. I can't say exactly how much it was, but I remember that it didn't cost too much to replace, maybe like 50 bucks. But those were the only 2 things that I did. Also, if you're curious, like how the firearm will operate, I guess, with the mags attached, it doesn't really, you know, get in the way with your line of sight or shouldering it. It works pretty good. They don't even fall, you know, when firing the firearm with the mags attached. It holds it tight enough to keep from falling, but I wouldn't put too much trust in it holding it that tight. Like I said, I'm gonna use it to store it. That's it. Now I'm gonna attach the magazine. I'm gonna put this on safe. I'm gonna attach the magazine, but I'm not gonna charge it. It's nothing in the chamber. So let me show you guys. Show you guys real quick. Nothing in the chamber. All right. Actually, let me reattach this. So it goes on there pretty easy, and it holds it a little bit. So I don't know, some of you guys may want to see it attached, but that's it. Sorry, y'all, I'm having some issues with one hand, but that's how it looks. It's ugly with it. I hate the way it looks. I wish they make a double stack magazine for this. And if you want to know, like, about the other mags I used to have, the Pro Mags, I actually sold those. I sold them, and I ended up getting the Redball magazines. I didn't have any issues with the Pro Mags, but I just wanted to get some 20 round magazines. So I sold them and bought these. So overall, I'm pretty happy, you know, with the product, with the magazines, and I'm just, you know, overall happy with the firearm. So if you're thinking about getting a carbine, or this high point carbine, I would say go for it. It's still pretty cheap, even though firearm prices have went up a little bit. I just went to a gun store up the street from my house a couple hours ago. I actually just bought me a new mat because my other one, same exact one, but I use it as a mat for my desktop setup. It's like a mouse pad, and I put my keyboard and stuff on top of it. So kind of a cool setup. But that's it. That's all I want to show you guys. I'm gonna have to get some footage firing the firearm when I get a chance. Yeah, reattach the magazine. See, this side, it just snaps in a lot tighter. So I'm thinking maybe I got a defected mag holder, or I may need to bend it a little bit for this one to grab it a little bit tighter. But this side is pretty snug. This one actually is pretty snug. Like, look at that. That's snug. So if I go to the other side, it's pretty tight too, but it's this top part here just not snapping all the way in, but this one does. You see that lip is not all the way over, but this one is. That's the only issue. So I don't know, maybe something I can tweak. But love this gun. Probably won't sell it. I thought about selling it before, but I don't think I am. I don't think I will. I think this is going to be a very useful firearm. But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to show you guys. Appreciate y'all for watching, and just stay tuned for the next video. All right, peace.